Hello and welcome back to Soulcreek. We'll be continuing where we left off, which, if you recall, is after Loken and Alex set forth to the Devil's Crag. Along the way, Alex was having his little moments, and there was just some talking and stuff, and then Alex decided to ask Loken where the term for a demon comes from, which prompted Loken to take Alex to a very, very important place for Loken. He took him to the village of Carmine, or at least the abandoned village, what's left of it, which turns out was a village that was set up right next to the border with the Black Zone. But this was unknown to the people that did it, and long story short, people became informed, and the village sort of went crazy. And as it turns out, the people that went to go investigate the village were, of course, Taki, who is known as the Badger of Carmine, and Loken as an acolyte, along with his mentor, Aya. And needless to say, it did not end well, and it was then where Loken came face to face with an actual demon, the one that had infected the people, and it was around the time where he was still technically nonverbal, but right after that, he started speaking his first word, which was demon. And that's where the term demon comes from for these things. As it turns out, the Blackburners themselves are the ones that give the names to the things. So technically, I suppose Blackburner has their own name for it, and the universal one is the one that Kais calls them, which is the negative ones. But each place sort of, also calls them whatever they call them based on their Blackrunner. But yeah. So yeah, that was very interesting, actually. I actually liked that part. Been one of the more interesting parts of this visual novel for me, because it gave some backstory for Loken, which was something that I was really wanting, like something more, like more, not concrete, but more tangible, I guess, that fleshes out his character. It's usually not just enough to have somebody say like, oh, he was like this and this and that. Like, okay, that really only gives me like a small picture, but this gave me a bigger picture of Loken. Anyways, we will now be beginning day 7, which, at least as of today, which is September the 3rd, is where the update currently is. This is also a major update, so yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let us begin day 7 of Soulcreek, and it should be pretty long, so yeah. A chill blankets my arms where they're exposed to the cold. I squirm against Loken, tucking myself under his shoulder. My eyes flicker open, met by the tickling light of the morning. The forest branches wave in greeting above, swaying by the soft breeze. Laying on the forest floor isn't nearly as comfortable as Loken's bed, though he himself makes an excellent mattress. Hey, Loken. He's silent. I gently shake his shoulder. Hey, it's morning. With a rather petulant growl, Loken's huge paw stretches wide and his tongue curls with endearing canine fashion. I snicker. Hey, come on, big guy. It's time to get up. He just carries on breathing steadily. I roll my eyes. Looks like he isn't ready to get moving yet. Taking extra care not to disturb the snoozing hound, I disentangle myself from his arms and get to my feet. It's pretty liberating being totally butt-ass nude in the wilderness like this. Regardless, I get changed quickly and quietly, giving Loken one more final check. I move from our resting spot and into the next forest clearing to avoid waking him. Before leaving, I grab my bow and quiver. A distant tree catches my attention. A trio of fat mushrooms have sprouted midway up the trunk and cling arrogantly to the bark. As a practice target, they'll do. I snatch an arrow from my quiver. The last time that I tried to do this, I could barely pull the bowstring taut. The mushrooms are quite a distant target, but I'm feeling confident, or at least I'm trying to. I knock the arrow, bring the bow up to a shoulder height, and try to pull it back. Fuck. It doesn't go well. I grimace, relaxing for a moment, then try again. Come on, you fucker.
Need some help with that?
What? I release the arrow in shock. It flies wildly off to the right, way off target. Aw, you distracted me.
From what? A hernia? Don't worry. I will tap into your hypothalamus and light up your auditory, vestibular, and optic nerves. I will even calculate for wind speed and arrow velocity. We'll be able to hit anything, no problem.
I knock a second arrow. Thanks, but not this time. I can do it.
But we're a team.
I need to learn by myself. Humans aren't supposed to have brain butlers.
Still not a butler, dickhead.
I release a second arrow. It plunks off the bottom of the tree, uselessly. That was closer.
What are you trying to prove?
Give me a break. I can't master this on one day.
You literally can. Let me help.
I grimace, shaking my head. I need to be better.
Better than what? What are you afraid of?
Nothing.
Uh-huh. Scanners are detecting prevalent levels of bullshit.
I roll my eyes and take a step closer to the tree, knocking another arrow with increased resolve. We're going after the algorithm today. We're going to see the hibernation pod. If the Black Zones think that they can scare me into silence, they've got another thing coming.
I like the confidence, but you can't beat them. You've got limitations.
That's why I need to be better. I'll be ready either way.
Ready for what? What's really bothering you?
I don't answer. I just focus on aiming.
Come on, Alex. Talk to your AI. I know you are angry. I know you're afraid. I want to help you get on top of it.
My next arrow goes even more wildly off course than the first. I grit my teeth and growl in frustration. Someone's gonna pay.
Pay for what? Your people? Alex, we have no idea what happened to them.
I don't know. I'm just nervous. I'm more scared that this could all be for nothing. I refuse to believe that I'm really the last living human. It'd make me the end of the line, a waste of atoms. What would be the point of me? What would be the point of anything? I can't imagine anything worse.
There's no way of knowing what you'll discover. It might give you all the truth and justice that you could want. Or it might not. But I've got your back, okay? Whatever happens, we'll do it together. We'll find our purpose in this place, I promise.
Sure. Thanks, Bite. I glance around looking for the other arrows and see one poking out of a bush some distance away. Damn, my aim really is atrocious. As I'm marching over, I shiver. It's cold. Before I pick the arrow up, I shiver again. It's really cold. Unnaturally cold. I squint, eyes flicking from side to side. I dare not move. A horrible, consuming feeling is creeping over me. I'm being watched. I stand bolt upright, eyes wide, heart pounding. Loken said this spot was close to the Black Zone. I couldn't have stepped into the border, could I? No. This is something else. Something's here. Bite, can you sense that?
No. There's nothing on scans. What's wrong?
Claws, all around me. A pair of eyes watching. The one hisses, disturbed. It's close. I slowly, steadily knock another arrow. Where are you? Steadily, slowly, I walk backwards as through stepping on thin ice. The ground crunches beneath my feet. My skin pricks. Then I smell it. I feel myself retch. It's like burning rust. It chokes me. Then I hear it. Flies, buzzing, feasting. It's so close. I draw the arrow as fast as I can, ready to fire. There's something close. Bite, do you know where the border is?
I think you're standing on it.
Left. Look left. I do so. Gaze into the clearing. into the black zone. My jaw goes slack in horror. My chest tightens and my mind seizes in shock, unable to process what I'm seeing. A mangled, mutilated corpse has been pinned to a high branch. The dead biped is vandalized beyond sense, its twisted limbs jut menacingly out in a distorted cross. Its insides are pulled out. The face has been peeled of flesh, paralyzed in a mocking, skeletal smile. Black, hollow sockets sit above the inane grin. The rest is a cluttered mess of tangled, lacerated flesh. Wet, bloodied bones shimmer in the sunlight as flies gather hungrily to feast. It's been messily flayed by some crude butcher into some patchwork abomination. Only small clumps of matted, bloody fur remain. My stomach twists, my skin whirls in disgust. I can smell it. Gods, the smell, and the flies, and grotesque choir of revulsion. I dare not take my eyes off of it. I dare not move. Whatever did this was no mindless beast. This was sadistic, intimate. It's art. A display? The zone baiting pose? Something put this here, in the night while we slept, barely 20 paces away from where we rested, comforted and oblivious. It knew that we were here. Alex. Fuck. Loken, get back. I scramble away from the corpse, losing my footing. Loken catches my balance. Alex. Sa igato okora. What? I'm stunned. I can't think. I yearn for this to be crazy, a crazy fever dream. But the waking nightmare doesn't end. It's real. I look away, gagging. Alex. Hawk. What? Huh? Os sa iga na Tora demon os ha. Shit, I forgot. Turn the translation back on. And scan the thing.
I will, but you need to look at it.
Shit, yeah. Okay, just... Fuck. Give me a second. I retch, eyes fixed on the ground, as my body buzzes in shock. I've never seen anything like that before. Alex, you are hearing me. Yeah. God, it's the smell. As I'm composing myself, Loken turns my face to his. I flinch. You are okay? Never better. What the fuck, Loken? I was just practicing in... The hound looks past me, glaring at the hanging corpse. I hear his chest rumble. Alex, this is the work of demons. I follow his eye line, turning back. It's no less horrible to behold the second time. The victim's posture is too precise to be natural. What the hell does it mean? I do not know. We must not stay here. The demon may still be close.
Alex, I can't tell you much. Likely cause of death was blood loss from multiple penetration lacerations. They were ripped to pieces. There is something else. It's odd. Their fur. It's been sheared off post-mortem.
Killed them? Then shaved them? Why? I stare past the corpse into the woods, but there's no sign of the artist who might have done this. Alex, come. He tugs me by the shoulder, pulling me away from the stomach-turning scene. I walk backwards, slowly, keeping my eyes on the thing. Something left us a message. It knew that we were here? How? Loken grabs everything that we set out to camp with and begins stuffing it back into his pack. We are leaving, now. I stand, motionless. I've realized something that's left me paralyzed in dread and confusion. They shaved it. Alex, this message was left for us. We must not stay. No. I think it was for me. He pauses. His ears are pinned against his skull, tail stiff. Explain. They shaved the body, I don't have fur. It was for me. For a while, Loken is silent. This has even him stumped. You believe that they are knowing of our task? That we're looking for the algorithm? Fuck. Maybe. Alex, this algorithm has the nature of the demons. You are holding this algorithm, so they are also knowing of you. You think that they can sense it? We should reconsider this path. Wait, no. I don't know. If this thing is following us, we can't turn back yet. Loken rounds on me angrily. When you pull the first half of the algorithm from the ground, the demons came for us. They followed us home. It has happened again. This means that they are knowing where this algorithm is. They are following you.
Hold up. I put this algorithm behind a firewall. There is no way that it can broadcast our position.
I shake my head. Bite says that he's locked the algorithm away inside my mind. They couldn't have known it was there. But this is not what has happened. Bite, I am asking to you now. Tell me if you are certain that this algorithm cannot be found by demons.
I swear, it's impossible. Nothing should be getting out or in.
He says it's impossible. Nothing goes out and nothing goes in. Oh no. Alex? I think I know.
What's wrong?
Shit. Fucking shit. This is. Fuck. I back away, face frozen in horror and guilt. It's my fault.
Alex, what did you do?
I spoke to it.
You did what?
I didn't realize.
When?
Last night. And the night before that.
Are you out of your puny human brain?
I wince. The true extent of my carelessness is laid out before me. Alex? I might have broken Bite's defenses last night. That might be how it found us. Loken's stare turns hostile. He rounds on me. Explain! I try to talk to it. I thought... Alex, this was reckless! Bite never warned me.
Bitch, I'm the one who wanted to hide the algorithm from you in the first place.
I know I screwed up, and the weight of their judgment is horrifying. And the demon. Shit, it killed someone. For me. I didn't know this could happen.
Damn it, Alex. None of us know what this algorithm even is.
You did not tell me this. You have ignored my warnings. You have acted with great arrogance. You must not dig too deep. Fuck, they're right. What was I thinking? I was so desperate for answers, for revenge. Revenge. A burning starts to rise in my chest against their scolding. I start to feel angry. Don't they understand? This thing has the answers. It's the reason that everything is fucked up. I just know it. No shit. I fucking spoke to it. No, they're right. I tense my jaw, pushing the feeling back down. I gotta stay in control. You must not shine a light in the darkness, for the demons will be drawn to it. I stare at him. In the face of his disapproval, I feel my resolve crumble. Something inside is boiling, frothing. The anger morphs into horrible, burning rage that I cannot explain. Why wouldn't I have spoken to it? These things slaughtered my people. Someone has to pay. Someone has to. No, I'm in control. But I'm losing it. I feel like I'm about to snap.
Why didn't you tell me? You did this behind my back?
I had to. No, Alex, you did not. The corpse, my mistakes, their judgment, the threads that held me together are coming undone. I clench my fists, trying to focus amid their voices. The seething fury gets worse. It's eating me. What the hell is it? You have displayed great arrogance. You should have known better than this. I know. Please stop yelling. The cascade took everything. They think that I'm going to let that stand? Like Caius did? No, they're right. Just take it easy. Don't lose your head. I just made a mistake. It's not a failure. I'm in control.
We're supposed to be a team. Why didn't you tell me?
I'm just trying to find. You have kept this hidden from me. This is not good. They would have stopped me, but I'd already tried. I'm not letting this place beat me. No, I'm in control. This cannot happen again, Alex. You understand this? Shut up. Alex, tell me you understand this. Shut up. Alex! Shut up, both of you, just shut up. Whatever this buried rage inside of me is, it bursts. I lose control, completely. I clawed my face and squeezed my own skull tightly. I had to talk to it. I had to know. You would have stopped me. I look for something to punch, but there's nothing. Everything comes out at once. I turn, snarling in fury. Loken flinches. This fucking thing in my head has the answers. It wants me to suffer. I'll tear this fucking place to pieces. I'll... Slowly, torturously, the rage simmers down. I'm shaking. My hands tremble and my eyes are wide in horror. Oh fuck. What the hell was that? I lost complete control. What the fuck is happening to me? I ball my fists into my face, throwing my mental weight on top of the sizzling fury to push it back down. It's getting worse. It's taking over and I can't stop it. What am I turning into? My body rocks gently with the weight of Loken's paw on my shoulder. I let him tug me into him. He hugs me gently. Alex, I do not know what to say. You are not acting like yourself. For a while, I don't reply. I just bury my face into him. I focus on his calm, tranquil presence. Slowly, it helps me ground myself. I'm sorry. I don't know what that was. I am sorry, Alex. I have upset you. I was afraid. The decision you made to speak with this algorithm has made me afraid. There's something really wrong with me. I'm trying to keep it together, but something's killing me, poisoning me, and I don't know why. He pulls away, holding me by the shoulders and looking at me intently. It is because you are hurting for the loss of your home? I don't know. There's something still inside me, a part of me that survived. There's just this rage. It's getting worse every day. Tell me what this thing inside of you is. I don't know. I think something I forgot, but it's still there. A memory full of pain. Pain is not good, Alex. Forgotten things are not lost. They are only out of reach. You are still this same human you once were. You may seek vengeance, but this will not make things good. This will change you. His fingers weave affectionately into my hair. I exhale, surrendering my emotions to his wisdom. Alex, you believe this algorithm is responsible for your pain? I don't know. I just feel like it's mocking me. It wants me to suffer. This algorithm has stuff of the demons. It may be hurting your mind. But I thought the same thing. He pauses for a moment. Alex, we do not walk this path to determine who you were. We must walk this path to determine who you will now become. You understand this? Focus only on who you will become. You must not let this pain control you. Steadily, he pulls me into a hug. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I really am. It is okay, Alex. I do not know this pain that you are feeling, but I will try and understand it. I smile, humbled by his gentle spirit. I really don't deserve him. Thank you. I couldn't do this without you. Come, we must now leave this place. We will not speak of this again. Only think about what I have said. I nod solemnly, standing motionless as he steps away and begins packing up our camp. Wordlessly, I bend down and clear away the remnants of our fire. My gaze levels onto the nearby foliage, but all view of the artwork left by our night's visitor is concealed. I shiver, recalling the twisted skeletal smile and bloodied flesh hanging like a frozen pendulum. And it was my fault. My stupid fault. I really have been acting reckless.
So,
I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I don't think that I meant to talk to it at first. It just happened. But after that, I don't know what came over me. I felt driven by something. I thought that you'd try to stop me if I told you. You wanted to keep it from me to begin with.
the whole trusting each other thing seems to be breaking down, doesn't it?
Well, you were right. Should have just left it alone. I'm an idiot.
I'm sorry, Loken and I yelled at you. I hate that you are suffering so much, Alex.
Ugh, knock it off. I'm fine. Just overwhelmed.
I'll admit, I don't know much about human emotions. But I promise you this. We'll figure this out, Alex.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
In return, promise me that you'll leave the algorithm alone. I really think that it's doing something to your head.
Yeah, I'll leave it alone.
Good. Thanks, Alex.
You are ready? I look back in the direction of the hanging corpse, hidden from view beyond the trees. Alex. Yeah, let's go. He smiles, gesturing with his head for me to walk alongside him. I do so, steadily keeping pace with his larger steps. We set off once again into the morning chill of Ilea. I tighten my hood against the bitter wind. The cold air buckles against us as we move forward. My face is scrunched in discomfort. Besides me, Loken marches undaunted as the wind ruffles his thick pelt, like long grass swaying in the storm. Only his eyes are slightly narrowed against the breeze. It's different around here. Loken glances at me, keeping his stride steady. We've been walking against the wind for some time now. With no fur to protect me, my skin is starting to sting. Shortly after we left camp, I noticed the mountains losing their towering stance. As we traveled further west, the forests became scarce, and the ground got more and more barren. Out here, we're exposed to the elements. The sharp wind crept up on us as the sun reached its peak in the sky. These are no longer Draconi lands. We're almost out of the mountains completely. They are sparse. Brr, this wind is a real fucker. You are cold? I'll be fine. Just gotta keep moving. Loken grumbles, uneasily stepping closer. He almost coddles me, making it difficult to keep up with my walking pace. I snicker. Hey, it's okay. I really am fine. I appreciate it though. Okay. These lands are sometimes called the Singing Plains. They are called this for the cold winds that blow from the north. I wish that I'd brought that map with me. We are not far south of the Windshield clan. Ah, now I see where they got their name. What are they actually like? The Windshield tribeswomen are the best builders. They create structures that are sturdy. They know how to survive Ilea's harshest blizzards. The winters must be pretty bad here. Many nomadic clans would not survive, so they seek shelter with the Windshield clan. They bring trade. During the winter, the Windshield clan prospers. However, they are far from other clans. This is not good. They suffer from raids. Bandits often target the Windshield clan, for they know that it takes time for help to arrive. How do they protect themselves? They have many wardens. These women keep the peace, though it is not always enough. So the Windchill are known for surviving the climate. Riptide are known for being ruthless, thanks to Caius. Draconi are known for using the old knowledge. What about the Razorbacks? They are known for their medicine. The healers use many poultices to treat its people. Most clans will send their healers to be trained with those at the Razorback clan. Including ours? Yes, the Draconi have many healers. Dravonia wished all to visit the Razorback clan to learn of their expertise. This has been good. The Draconi are also known for our schools. Other clans do not have these. During the summer, many clans send their young to us to be taught the ways of Ilea. Seems like the four big clans of Ilea have good synergy. Well, apart from Caius's lot. This is true. Caius's fear of the old knowledge has caused conflict. Many years ago, he attempted to take possession of the Great Barrier. He wished to slaughter the Auto Monks. Our chieftain stopped him. So it was Caius and Dravonia who were at war over the barrier? I remember her mentioning it. This was many years ago. What actually happened? Loken hums thoughtfully. Dravonia did not want the old knowledge to be forgotten. She agreed to defend the Auto Monks in return for their support. She hoped that this would be enough to deter Caius. Bet she thought seeing his own sister at the opposite end of the battlefield might put him off on the idea. Knowing Caius, though, he was not deterred. There was a battle. Many died. In the end, Dravonia and Caius dueled. Who won? Most say Dravonia won, but... What? The duel was not seen by anyone else. Our chief is a great warrior, but she was wounded. She should not have been Caius. Ah, so nobody knows what really happened between them. After this duel, the Draconi and Riptide clans became allies. The Auto Monks were left in peace. Caius has caused other challenges for the clans. Dravonia prevents him from causing another war. I pondered the story quietly. What could have really happened between those two chieftains? I can't quite get my head around their relationship. The things that must have gone through. First Alira, then a war with each other. It's beyond imagining, yet they seem to have such a strong bond. Is it really enough to keep Caius in line? Alex, we have arrived. I blink, startled. There's nothing to see here, just more mountains. Arrived where? No, we are close to the Black Zone borders. Devil's Crag will be reached within the hour. First, we will make a stop. You are seeing that structure? Loken points off into the distance. I hadn't seen it before, having tried to keep my eyes protected from the wind. Looking now, however, I can see something metallic glimmering in the distance. Is that a plane? Plane? Yeah, in the distance. It's a crashed plane. My people use them to fly. It is not functional. No wonder. Looks ancient. Must have gone down during the cascade. Come, you must stop at this plane. He gently squeezes my shoulder, urging me forwards. I wonder what Loken expects to find. As we get closer, the scene becomes more baffling. Despite centuries of neglect, the crashed plane seems to be in quite a good condition. Some of the windows have been boarded up and scrap metal covers are nailed over missing components. A tiny garden has been dug just outside, an open passage leading inside, though nothing grows within. A small generator whirling to life sits just inside the mutilated wing. Bite. What can you make of this thing?
Hard to say. Someone has interfered with the wreck. The steel hull has been reinforced. 3 times.
Loken, does someone live here? Yes, a Black Runner. We are here to ask their assistance in this task. I stare at him, bewildered. You are okay? Yeah, fine, just... You never mentioned this part of the plan? This is okay. He is good. No, it's fine. I'm just surprised. Alex, I did tell you this. Oh, you did? When? The night that we returned from the rhinestone dish. Oh, I don't remember. He tilts his head, confused. We don't all have picture-perfect memory. Knowing how his mind works, it probably never occurred to him to give me a heads up, since I didn't ask. I snicker, rolling my eyes at the thought. You are smiling? It's nothing. You're just funny. Explain. Don't worry, just, you're cute. I am confused. It's nothing. So, who is this Black Runner? I'm actually a bit nervous now. This is the first time that I'm going to meet another Black Runner, aside from Loken. You are remembering the things that we discussed last night. We spoke of our duties as Black Runners. Yeah, you talked about the final task. Defeat the Black Zones. Few Black Runners want this. It is dangerous to look too deep. there are consequences and the Black Zones may punish those who seek changes. Though I am considered wiser than most Black Runners, many judge me for thinking about this final task. Alex, this Black Runner that we will meet, is the wisest of us. He knows more of the Black Zones and the demons than any other. Even more than you? Far more, but... What? His wisdom has cost them. The clans only turn to him when they are at their most desperate. Other Black Runners will not speak to him. Whoa. A Black Runner that freaks out other Black Runners? Sounds exactly like the kind of person that we need. Then you are agreeing with me. Come, I will introduce you to this person. Do not fear them. They are good. Loken steps up into the wreckage through a narrow, carved-out passageway. I follow him inside, grabbing the steel hull and tugging myself into the plane's hollow carcass. Very little effort has been made to make this person's home feel homely. Most of the wreckage has been left as it is. Some shells have been hung on the arched walls, stuffed to bursting with all manners of scrap and trinkets from the Black Zone. I'm immediately reminded of Loken's home, though this is far messier. However, the more I stare, the more I notice an odd order to the collection. Some pieces are stored by their material, others by size. There are boxes of ruined electronics on one area, and more mundane metal artifacts in another. Then, as I look closer, I see a gas stove, and a kettle sitting atop one of the shelves. Above it, ramshackle weapons and tools are hanging in orderly fashion. It's an ominous collection, yet I find myself oddly fascinated. Just below those shelves are neatly stacked and ordered tools. I immediately recognize the smoke bombs designed of blinders and other Black Runner tools crafted from scrap that I couldn't even begin to identify. It's nice. He is the wisest of us. Nitro, you are here? From inside the ruined cockpit, there is a creaking sound, someone climbing from a hammock. After a few padded footsteps, they emerge. The figure that steps into view approaches us with calm, hawk-like eyes. I'm surprised to see myself looking at another canine. He has a casual, controlled sense to him. As he approaches, he runs his fingers across the hull of the plane. His nostrils flare, then he blinks curiously. Loken, you are far from home. There is something about the way that he's looking at us. I can't put my finger on it. It's odd, like his gaze hangs from a delicate string. Loken smiles, bowing his head to Nitro. It is good to see you, old friend. I am here with Alex. He is... the human. Loken and I exchanged a curious stare. You are knowing of this? Nitro smiles, as though fondly recalling an ancient memory. Word travels fast. The canine places his paw on the shelf nearest him. Tea? You have tea? He taps the kettle with a finger. Mint, cinnamon, or honey? Oh, yes please. I mean, honey. That'd be nice, thank you. Loken? I am okay. I frown, watching Nitro move as he gathers two worn-down mugs and flicks the gas burner beneath the kettle on. His fingers glide smoothly over every surface like fragile stingrays, while his gaze floats somewhere above. The way that he looks around is curiously fluid. His eye line never fixes on anything, not even us. You're the blind one. Nitro chuckles, each graveled breath like a footprint on a stony beach. And that's what they call me now? The kids do, yeah. They say that you never leave the Black Zones. The canine shrugs. That's an exaggeration. They also said that you ate your own eyeballs. This time, his laughter is cheerier and quite infectious. I smirk along with it. Reminds me of the unformed chieftain who ate her own legs. That story is true? I was there. Tried suggesting some salt at one point. Her loss. He just shrugs nonchalantly. I frown, unable to tell if he is serious or just has a dark sense of humor. Tea won't be long. You're here about the human, aren't you? Alex is my acolyte. He will be a great Black Runner. Makes sense. He's a Zephyr, isn't he? But I've lost my memory. I don't remember my people. Nitro's brow lowers slightly. An injury? I just woke up like that. I have vague ideas of how they lived, just no actual experiences. I found Alex within the Devil's Crag. A dangerous place to hunt, Loken. What were you doing there? Seeking salvage. Be more careful next time. I am always careful. And you always scowl when you lie. Loken shifts uncomfortably. I found Alex within glass. I broke the glass and pulled him free. I returned him home. He remembers nothing of himself. No identity. Curious. We have been attempting to determine where Alex has come from. We sought assistance from the Automonks. They asked us to investigate the Rhinestone dish. Rhinestone? Why? It's been picked clean. Only sugar cooks and exiles go there. The satellite station there turned itself on, the same time Loken freed me. When we went inside, we found an underground passage. There was old technology there, preserved. They contained devices Alex calls memory boxes. The memories of the Zephyr were within. Alex was able to access these memories. How? What do you mean? How did you access the memories, Alex? He's staring right at me. I blink, looking at Loken, but Nitro immediately catches my hesitation. Tell me. I fumble my words, seeking a harmless explanation. I don't think telling him about Bite is a good idea. I just touched them. They went into my head somehow. We don't really know how it all works. There are things Alex does not understand. He does not eat. He does not breathe. He doubts that he is truly human. We must determine the truth. I see. Nitro is silent for a moment. He continues to look at me with his empty, serene gaze. There is a calm, piercing tranquility to his stare. It's like he sees right through me. I go wondering if he's truly blind. Ah, tea. He smiles, lifting the kettle and turning his back to us to pour the mugs. What did you find in those memories, Alex? It was, it's hard to explain. It's an algorithm, I think. A pattern? Possibly. Or a map. A key. We don't know. We only have half the full picture. We think that there might be more memory boxes at the boneyard. With the other half, we want to complete the picture. Seems dangerous. These memory boxes became active after Alex was awakened. They are important. They may explain where he has come from. 2 beacons calling for you to put this puzzle together. That's right. Nitro gracefully carries the 2 mugs over to us. He holds out one to me, smiling. I take it with a nod of thanks. And you want the truth? Yeah. He takes a sip, a slow, steady sip. All the while, his blind eyes are locked onto mine. There's something about this deep, interrogating stare that's entirely unsettling. He lowers his cup, head tilting at me. Have you considered wanting something else? I falter. No. I need to know. Why? To know. I mean, my whole species is gone. I want to find them. Find out what happened to them, you mean? Right, yeah. Many would say ignorance is a great mercy in Ilea. Well, at the very least, we need to know what this algorithm is. It's affecting my mind, wearing me down a little more every day. I can't deal with it unless I know what happened. Nitro, no one has ever found anything like this. It could be important. How's the tea? Huh? The tea? Oh. Not wanting to appear rude, I gingerly take a sip. Wow, it's good. Thank you. Nitro smiles, taking another sip of his own. A living zephyr. A message from the Cascade. All this... He nods thoughtfully. I'll come with you. Really? You've never been inside the boneyard, have you, Loken? I have not. You'll never navigate those tunnels by yourself. You know Devil's Crag well? Better than any. You need a guide. Let me. I glance at Loken, but he just smiles at me. Alex, this is good. Nitro is wise. He will help us on this task. You present Ilea a strange opportunity, Alex. As a Black Runner, it's my duty to oversee that. Are you sure? We'd appreciate your help, but we can't pay you or anything. Nitro smirks. I need no price. Loken was right to bring you to me. This matter should be investigated carefully. I hum, wondering if it's really a good idea to trust this particular hound. Despite being blind, he seems unusually sharp. There is something unsettling about him. I can't imagine how a blind Black Runner could be so efficient. As if to prove my point, the blind canine catches my caution. Do I frighten you, human? I was gonna ask you, but not to be rude or anything, but I was gonna ask how do you see? Yeah, that. Shall we show him, Loken? Besides me, the husky nods and determinedly approaches one of Nitro's crates of salvage, rummaging around inside. Show me what? My wit. It's how I see. I thought wit was just ancestral memory. Used correctly, it's also sense. All Black Runners feel it. It's a sense of danger that you feel when you're near the Black Zone, or feel demons close by. Oh, that's what that is. Loken carefully takes Nitro's paw and guides something into it, an ancient, worn-down metal key. You have never examined this piece of salvage before now? The blind canine brings it up to his nose and sniffs it. No, give me a moment. Loken steps back. I frown, not quite sure what I'm looking at. Nitro shuts his eyes, his fist tightening around the tiny key in his grasp. He breathes deeply through his flaring nostrils. His fur seems to ripple, as though struck by a breeze. He flashes his teeth for a moment and suppresses a growl. Are you okay? Fine. He doesn't sound fine. He looks to be in pain. I blink at Loken, but he just watches Nitro intently. The owner was a hyena. The what owner? The key. She had 37 years when she last held it. A mother of 4. No. 5. She lost one. She tried to forget. I gulp. Nitro winces once again, giving an impression of intense pain. She drove with this key to school every day, then work. Her job was awful. How do you know that? Nitro grimaces, then tosses the key back into the crate. It lands among the rest of his salvage with a clang. My wit. I didn't think wit could do that. Nitro is the only Black Runner who uses his wit in this way. When I walk the Black Zones, I can see through the memories of the Zephyr. Together, the picture is clear. It feels like home. Outside the Black Zones, I see nothing. That's why you spend so much time in them? The Black Zones only take you in if you look deep enough, so I found my own way of looking. I can explore them more than most. I see why even other Black Runners might be wary of Nitro. I'm struggling to believe in myself. A psychic Black Runner? It all seems so far-fetched. Hey Bite, any data on how this guy's party trick might work?
If his party trick is what it looks like, he has highly developed extrasensory perception.
There must be a logical explanation.
Oh, of course. He could have just as easily made up a story.
Why would... You hear that? I blink. Nitro's teeth are bared, threateningly. His head spins like he's detected an intruder. Loken and I frown at each other. Nitro, tell me what is wrong. It's... To my alarm, Nitro's weightless eyes land directly on me. He squints cautiously and takes a step closer.
What's his problem?
What did you say, Alex? What? Me? Nope, I didn't say anything. Bite? I think he can sense you.
How could he possibly?
Shut up. Stop talking. Just hide. Bite goes silent, but Nitro's stabbing glare continues to pierce me. I gulp nervously, feigning concern. What's wrong? Nothing at all. The outlandish Black Runner shakes his head, looking away in bafflement. Bite, get back in my mind. Don't say another word. Thankfully, the verbose AI does what I say and disappears. Once again, I deflate in relief. That was too surreal to be a coincidence. Nitro locked onto me the moment Bite appeared. Tell me your plan. We will visit the place that I found Alex first. Then we will travel to the boneyard to search for more memory boxes. Let's leave now then. We'll be back before it gets dark. Nitro navigates to the racks of weapons and tools hanging from the curved, plain walls, running his fingers delicately across them. When he feels the one that he's looking for, he plucks them from their perch and sheathes them. He doesn't take much, only a few small blades. You came armed? We did. Yeah, I have a bow and a spear. Can you use them? Yep, I can handle myself. Alex is a capable fighter. Good. Nitro turns to Loken, gesturing to his collection of crafted tools and traps. Take whatever you need. Alex, do you see a generator outside? Yeah, I did. Behind it, inside the plane's wing, you'll find a pouch of supplies, suitable for traveling, food, medicine, that sort of thing. Go and fetch it. I glance at Loken, frowning. I'm not stupid enough to miss when someone is trying to get rid of me. I wonder why. What does he want to say to Loken without me? Maybe I could use mine to eavesdrop? Alex, it is okay. Go and find the supplies that we will need. With a forced smile, I spin around and hop back out of the plane.
Can I talk now?
I swear he sensed you. You saw him zero in on us when you spoke up.
Can I suggest an alternative?
What?
Guy's crazy. Fucking cracked. Total nutter.
I grumble. There's more to Nitro than that. Can you enhance my hearing? Let's hear what he's saying.
Sure.
There is a scratching wash of static before two familiar voices become audible as hushed whispers. Even if he were, it's unlikely. Alex is good. He is my acolyte. You are okay? There's something about that human. Explain. I can't. There's a darkness to him. Great pain, arrogance, rage. But for whom? He has lost many things. He is hurting. You think answers will heal him? I do. If you find this algorithm, taking it could have ramifications. We will make that decision. Who will? Us? Or him? Nitro, Alex is mine. I will guide him along his path. Alright then. Let's make a move. Darkness inside me? Some asshole machines wiped my species out? I'm understandably fucked up, that's all.
That's putting it lightly. Look at your outburst this morning.
That was... well... either way, it looks like Nitro doesn't trust us.
At least he hasn't tried to murder us yet. That puts him above Caius.
Do you think I'm arrogant?
Duh.
Wow, blunt.
Oh really? Mister, I talk to unfathomable horrors in my subconscious and don't tell anyone? Arrogant? Who would have fucking guessed?
Bite hesitantly retreats into the safety of my subconscious as Loken and Nitro emerge from the plane. I quickly grab the small satchel of supplies from behind the generator, stored inside the decomposing wing just as Nitro said that it would be. As I approach the pair, he holds his paw out to take it. Why keep this outside? And there's food inside. The smell wakes me. Nitro gestures towards the nearest mountain, sitting no more than a mile from us. Devil's Crag is behind that range. Let's move. Loken steps over to me. You are okay? I nod. I think I am. The true depth of what we're about to do hasn't really hit me yet. Maybe once I'm wandering through the ruins of my world once again, I'll feel differently. Good. I have something for you. He He holds out a thin metal tube similar to a stick of dynamite and a box of handcrafted matches. Is this a blinder? It is. Nitro has crafted this one. His designs are superior. There may be hazards. You must ensure that you are safe. I smile, taking it from him and storing the items in my hoodie pocket. Thanks, Loken. We'll be okay. I have, I have help. Yes. You will use this help if there is danger. Come, we will now follow Nitro to Devil's Crag. Nitro begins leading us back across the singing plains and towards the clustered peaks just beyond. The wind has died down now. Our weary footsteps crackle the stony ground beneath us.
It can't be much farther. It'd be better if...
Shh!
Oh, come on, Alex. He can't hear me.
You saw him flexing his weird psychic powers back there.
What? Because he spewed some sob story about a hyena in a dead-end job?
Just lay low. Trust me, I swear he can sense you.
Should we test it?
No. We need this guy on our side. Play it safe.
Come on. For science.
No.
You're no fun.
I grimace, watching Nitro curiously as he strides forward. Not once has he given any indication that he is blind, nor asked for directions. What kind of crazy wit must this guy have? Maybe some Black Runners are just especially gifted with one of the four. I think back to Milo and his startling use of craft. I just figure Nitro is another prodigy and...
Oi, prick!
I jolt, horrified. Bite! What the hell is wrong with you?
Let's just see.
I'm gonna kill whoever installed this moron into my psyche without an off switch. To my unbridled horror, Nitro stops dead. He turns slowly around, sniffing, then rounds on me. I told you so, you stupid blue-eyed cum stain.
Wow, that was a Taki level insult. Well done, you.
Yeah? Well, I'll kill you. You're such a little... Fuck, Fuck.
And you lost it. Alright, point taken. I'll lay low.
Nitro, you are okay? We must keep moving. I thought I felt... I can't explain. I look at Loken nervously, who grimaces. He must know who Nitro can sense. Could be because I'm a living Zephyr, might be messing with your wit. That's possible. The canine grumbles in unease before turning around and resuming his pace. Loken and I keep up with him. Deeply curious about this intense canine, I jog a little faster until I'm alongside him. You're actually the first Black Runner that I've met, apart from Loken. Oh, what are your thoughts then? I grin. Yeah, you're something else, alright. He just chuckles. Most consider me mad. Are you? A touch of controlled madness makes the Black Zones more palatable. Maybe I'll end up going mad too. Certainly feels that way. If that's your path, Alex, so be it. How did you become a Black Runner? When did you realize that you had this, gift? My wit was at its full depth, even when I was a child. Who was your mentor? I had none. But who taught you about the four? I learned them myself when I was young. I wandered to the Black Zones freely. Within them, I could see. It must have been rough, being born blind. Less rough than my bond to the Black Zones. My clan was nomadic. They didn't appreciate my interest in them. They abandoned me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not. I took to living in the Black Zones instead. There was always danger, but I was fascinated. Tell me something, Alex. What do you think a Black Runner's role is? I falter, considering the question carefully. I'm not actually sure. To explore the Black Zones? For whom? The clans? The clans don't need that knowledge. Understanding the true depth of the Black Zones would break their spirit completely. I don't think even I understand their depth yet. Because you have to see it for yourself. You can't be told. So, what is our role? Truth be told, Alex, that's never been agreed. Every black runner is different. We've been used as scrap runners who exist to find salvage the clans can fawn over. It's a shame. That's not our true purpose. This is why I respect Loken so much. He hasn't forgotten the true path. Behind us, I hear Loken grunt with approval. We are the few who can walk the black zones with a clear mind. The clans may live peacefully outside of them, but they still govern our way of life. We live in their shadow. We die by their politics. Without us, the clans would be pecked apart by an enemy they'll never have the will to confront alone. We keep the black zones in our sight. The most steadfast of us try to understand them, at the risk of our souls. One day, we may find a way to defeat them. That's the true path. It's no wonder nobody can agree on what black runners actually do. It's such a nebulous, terrifying, vast position. I can see why some would prefer to be a simple scrap collector. It seems like a far less perilous life. The prospect of confronting the black zones and provoking their wrath must be terrifying for those possessing more sense. Something occurs to me. Hey Nitro, weird question, but were you born with any, mutations? I'm sorry? Like, human, head hair, flat toes, fingernails like mine, anything like that? I hold out my hands to show him. Nitro grunts sharply. My eyes. Oh? And that's all. I squint at them. Bite?
Scan complete. There is a 97% probability of a match.
So he was born with human eyes. But they made him blind? What could that mean? We're close to the crossing over the hills and entering the next valley. Devil's Crag is just beyond. Loken stops quite suddenly. Alex, Nitro, we have arrived. Just ahead of us, I catch a glimpse of a rundown road sign protruding crudely from the rough ground. Whatever was once written on it has long since been eroded. Beyond that sign is the black zone. This is the border? It is. Alex, are you prepared? I freeze in my mind. I can almost see the impalpable line running across the ground. And beyond it, darkness. This will be the second time that I step into the black zone. I ponder just how much of the fear and trepidation permeated by its aurora exists solely in my head. On one hand, I'm stepping into a vast pit of despair and peril too broad and terrible to describe. On the other, isn't it just another step on our journey? It's just an invisible line, just a meaningless stride into the shallow waters. Is it safe to cross? The city of Devil's Crag is just beyond this mountain. There will be dangers, but there are no demons present here. I stare, openly. It's different this time. I'm not going in as a fresh-faced, dubious nobody. I know what I want. It's in there somewhere. We'll just have to dig a little deeper this time. Blustered with purpose, I march ahead of Nitro and Loken and cross the border. Nothing happens. The wind continues to blow. The clouds continue to drift. Coming? Nitro smirks. Loken gives me a proud nod, then follows me over. You have grown. Just focused on the task. Then you will be okay. You're remembering what I have said to you. We tread carefully. No stupid risks. You must control your rage. I will. I'm in control. Loken clasps my shoulder, giving me an encouraging squeeze. In spite of its comfort, I'm nervous. There was a lot riding on this trip. It was hard last time, seeing the ruins by the rhinestone dish. Devil's Crag is larger. You must be prepared. I nod. With the two black runners on my side, we head over the hilltops. I'm here, you son of a bitch. And that's where I'm going to leave it for today. So, someone's having a little meltdown. I kind of already assumed that Alex was gonna... Well, he was gonna be the typical stupid protagonist human. that usually does something stupid and then ruins it for everyone. Well, not ruins it for everyone, but just puts himself in danger. And in this case, also puts Loken in danger to some degree and other people. It was kind of obvious that talking to the algorithm was probably not smart, considering the fact that Alex kept referring to it as, oh, it's alive, it's alive, I feel that it's alive. And, you're shouting at it as if it's something. So, of course, it's probably going to respond. And it responded by showing him a flayed person. Yeah. It's kind of funny having them all yell at him. But, he deserves it. And, yeah. Admittedly, I think that's one of the biggest issues that I have with certain protagonists like him. I'm pretty sure that you can think of others, but they're like people go in, they usually have the amnesia trope, and they just act so aggressive, so stupid. And it's like this again, really? And they just, sort of provoke things to happen. And I guess that's their purpose, like being the sort of, I'm sorry to say, but sort of stupid human. Stupid protagonist without any memories. And I kind of feel like the amnesia trope should just be sort of thrown out the window by now. I have read enough visual novels that have that sort of trope, and I think Remember the Flowers is the only one that has done it okay. This one is just... I keep getting more and more angry at Alex. I can kind of... Well, no, I actually don't get why he is being this way. It's obvious that it's the algorithm that's pushing him to find the other half. So, I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about him. Well, anyways, on to Nitro. This is the only spoiler that I will give. I believe that Nitro is based off someone's deceased pet. I need to double check, and we'll find out towards the end of this update of day 7. So there is a picture of the pet, and it looks pretty much the same. So it's probably them. But it is interesting though, and also it does bring to mind something that I do kind of find as an inconsistency that may have to be looked at if the developer or the writers or the editors decide to give the visual novel another pass for the writing, where sometimes there is sort of some inconsistencies where some of the characters will talk about something before, but then like a little bit down the line, it'll be like they kind of forgot that they were talking about that already. Like, for example, Loken already told Alex, like, hey, certain people that become black runners or that have the 4 are proficient in specific aspects of the 4. Like Milo obviously has the craft, and I forget what Loken probably has. And then we have Nitro here, who has exceptional wit that he can see despite being blind. But then all of a sudden, Alex is like, I wonder if people who have the 4 can be proficient. Like, Loken already told you that they can. And I mean, it might be part of like the whole thing where Loken told Alex that they were gonna get some assistance for the whole Devil's Crack thing. And then here is Alex going like, oh, what? I don't remember you mentioned that. Like, he did, you idiot. But yeah, I'm not sure if they're intentional little inconsistencies with Alex, or if it's unintentional inconsistencies when writing the story. That the writer kind of forgot that like it was already mentioned, and it's like, I go back and fix it. Like, it's becoming a little annoying. If it's intentional, then like, okay, I'll understand it. If it's unintentional, it's kind of annoying. And annoying because it keeps happening with more frequency. If it's intentional because of the algorithm, then okay. If it's unintentional, then it's like, maybe just before you release the next update, maybe do a little bit of quality of life. There are some other like little mistakes here and there where it's just like, instead of using where like, it's probably when you're typing it out that you accidentally type out the wrong word, or you type it out twice. But you know, those are easy to fix. Yeah. Anyways, what else? Well, I guess nothing else. I mean, just, I'm pretty sure Alex is gonna be his worst enemy in this whole thing, which admittedly is kind of annoying because I'm really just tired of human protagonists, and then just tired of protagonists that are just kind of stupid. That just do stupid things in order to, like, you could probably find a slightly different way to progress the narrative of the story, or the plot, without having the protagonist be kind of dumb. Like, I don't know. It's like the same thing with like Caleb from Far Beyond the World, where he kept doing stupid things where he's being told, you know, don't go and draw attention to yourself. What does he do? He goes and draws attention to himself and then gets mad. But yeah. Anyways, you know, write down in the comments what you think so far, and if you agree with me or disagree with me or whatever. And thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Soulcreek yourself, you can do so by going down into the link in the description. And it should be a Twitter page, but like, and which should have a direct link to the itch.io page where you can download it and play it yourself. And if that doesn't exist anymore, by which I mean Twitter or X, then you can just go to itch.io and download it from there. I will also post a link down for the creator's coffee, which, you know, you can donate in case you really like Soulcreek or whatever. If you really like or want to support them, you know, just donate their coffee. You know, like mine. You know, you could donate to both of us if you want. Hint, hint. Anyways, but yeah, so I guess that's it for now, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.